Yeah. You acknowledge Jesus Christ as a prophet.
More than a prophet.
Do you regard him then as the Son of Christ, of God?
You see, I would say yes, and I would say no. See, yes, metaphorically, in the sense in which God speaks about his righteous servants in the Holy Bible, whom he describes as the sons of God. Because according to that, God has got sons by the tons in the Bible, in your Bible. He's got them by the tons. But when you ask an ordinary Christian, a layman, how many sons has God got? It's one. The only son is the only son. In the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 3, it says, "And the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them to wife all that they chose. And when the sons of God," in Afrikaans, seuns van God, "and when the sons of God came in and were the daughters of men, and bore children to them, they became great men of old, men of renown." In the book of Exodus, God says, "Israel is my son, even my firstborn." In the book of Jeremiah, it says, "Ephraim is my son, even my firstborn." In the book of Psalms, God speaks to David, and he says, "I will declare a decree unto thee, that thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee." In the New Testament, we are told, "As many as are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God." In other words, anybody, everybody, every Tom, Dick and Harry, if you follow the will and plan of God, you are a godly person. In the language of the Jew, you are a son of God. It's a metaphorical statement. Everybody who follows, like Jesus told the Jews, he said, "You are of your father the devil." Now, did they have those sharp ears of horns or filled with barbed hooks? But were they less handsome than his own disciples or himself? No. What did he mean? He said, "You are of your father the devil." Meaning that if you do not hearken unto the word of God which I am giving to you, you are hearkening to the suggestions of the devil, then you are devilish. In the language of the Jew, your father is the devil. If you are a godly person, in the language of the Jew, your father is God. He said, in that sense, I say Jesus was preeminently the Son of God, because he would be more faithful to God than any of us can ever be. From that point of view, we say Jesus is the Son of God. But we Muslims, we take exception to the Christian. When he says that Jesus is the only begotten Son, begotten, not made. This is what he says in his catechism. Begotten, not made. So I'm asking the Englishman, because I seem to know English better than any other language. So naturally, I have more dialogue with English-speaking people than with anybody else. So I said, "Now, excuse me, sir, when you say begotten, not made, what are you trying to emphasize? Will you please explain? When you say begotten, not made, what are you really trying to tell me?" And believe me, no Englishman yet in my 40 years of experience has opened his mouth to tell you what it means. I don't know, maybe you people might be brave. An American, yes. I met an American, of course he speaks English. He said it means sired by God. So what? He said, no, you asked me what it means, so I'm telling you what it means. So what did you say? So no, I'm only telling you, when you say begotten, not made, it means sired by God. Of course, that is what you don't mean. What do you mean? He said, no, it doesn't mean that. So I said, if it doesn't mean that, why do you say that? Can't you see you're creating unnecessary conflict between me and you? You are creating, if you don't mean it, why say it? Because that is the thing that's dividing 1,200 million Christians of the world and 1,000 million Muslims. Are divided just because of that. The way you are saying things. Maybe I said you are sincere, you mean well. But you know, when you are talking these terms, you don't know the implications in your own language. I don't know what your implications of what you are saying. So we Muslims are getting horrified when you talk about begotten, not made. So we take exception to it. You see? So we are fighting over words. Saying, why did you say that? And then you say, look, I don't mean that. Like the Englishman, you know, he speaking about his wife, he's speaking to her mother. You know, he's talking about the children, say, mother. So I asked this Englishman, is she really your mother? She was younger than you. I said, yes. Is she your stepmother? He says, no. Then you say, mother? You know, How is she a mother? I said, no, no, my children call her mother, and I love the terms I also call her mother. I said, bloody fool, why don't you tell me she's your wife? Our problem is words.
But